Drone pilots for hire. Is this a good way to make money? Or should I just get a job as a drone pilot? Well, stick around, I'll let you know. About 6 weeks ago in one of my previous videos, I asked for suggestions on future topics for this channel, and one of the suggestions I got was to talk about the drone for hire industry, how that works, how you make money, and if that's a good option for us. So we're going to spend a little time talking about that today. First of all, let's talk about what they have in common. Primarily, their job is to connect drone pilots with potential clients. A pilot registers on their site, a client posts a job, and they try to get together and get the work done. How do they make money? Well, generally they take a percentage off the fee charged to the client. Now, this is a change from years past. It used to be to register for one of these sites, you had to pay a pretty substantial premium, and the guys just weren't getting benefit from that. So these companies have changed that. The things they require? Well, you have to have your Part 107 certification, and you have to have liability insurance, usually to the tune of about $1 million. Some even specify the type of drone you can fly. So how do you find out about these jobs? Well, the first thing you do is after you get your Part 107, after you have your liability insurance, you register online on their sites so that they know that you are available. You define a certain area where you will work. Then, periodically, they'll send out emails and tell you about jobs that are in your area. Now, that's both good and bad. First of all, there's a defined area where you know there's a job available, but it's a first-come, first-served basis. So if you see a job you want, you grab it right then, or somebody else may grab it. One thing to be aware about is reshoots. What if you go out there and the weather's bad, or the client doesn't like the video you took, or the client doesn't like the photos you took? The reshoot would be on your own dime, so be careful about that. Copyrights is a big one. Once you take these videos and take these photographs, ultimately they belong to the client, and you would not be allowed to use those in promoting your work. So that's kind of a downside. Plus the fact they generally require you to delete those photos and videos X number of days after you take them. Most of these companies pay within a couple of days of your shoot and acceptance by the client. What about the actual compensation? Well, that really depends on the client. How much are they going to pay for that particular job? And in looking through a lot of these postings, it looks to me like these services have some sort of input on that, because the prices seem to be in the same kind of ballpark. So how much is that? Well, in my view, it looks like about $70 to $200 per job. And remember, some of this is ground-based, so you will need a separate camera, ground-based, photo and video to do this kind of work, in addition to your drone. And if you read all the descriptions on these websites, they accept no responsibility and no liability. Their job is only to connect you to the client. Everything else between you and the client. The only guarantee they make is they will pay you for the work if it's accepted by the client. So let's talk about some of these services. This may not be all of them, but it is a representative sample of what I think is out there. First is droners.io. Now, they take a 10% commission off whatever you make off a job. They generally pay you within 2 days after acceptance. They have no particular drone requirements, but they do, of course, require liability insurance. Next, we have DroneBase. Now, the thing that concerns me about DroneBase is they have a very extensive list of frequently asked questions, and it's pretty one-sided. All the responsibilities on your side, not on their side. So you want to review that. They're also very restrictive of the drones you use. They say DJI products only, Phantom 4 Advanced or higher. They take no Mavic Airs, Mavic Minis, Sparks, Air 2Ss. Anything like that will not be acceptable. If you're using thermal, they're looking for XT2 Z-Moose cameras. Now, first of all, I don't think those are available any longer. I think the H20 is the newest one. But you're talking about $4,000 just for the camera lens itself. And then you need the drone. Could be a Matrice series. So you're into the $15,000 to $20,000 range here. probably not very practical for contract type work. Then we have Drone Genuity. Now they've got a different list of drones here. They say the DJI Phantom, the Mavic, Inspire series, Unique products, Parrot products, 3DR or equivalent or better. So they give you some flexibility on that. Next is Fly Guys. They seem to be an international database. Can't get a lot from their website, so not much I can talk about there. Then there's Hire UAV Pro. That's one I hadn't heard of before. They charge anywhere from $3 to $5 a month to register your services online. HSE-UAV, not much information on them. Then there's one called Upsonder, S-O-N-D-E-R. They charge a 5% commission to the pilot, but a 10% charge to the client themselves. So bottom line, is this a good choice for you? Well, if you're just starting out, you want some experience in both filming and flying, may not be a bad idea. But long term, I don't think it's a good way to approach future business. So what are your options? What if you just want a job? You don't want to mess with this kind of stuff. So as of today, July 26, 2021, on LinkedIn, there were 161 drone-related jobs available. That's pretty substantial. A lot with the Dish Network. There were construction jobs. There were video jobs, production companies, a lot of available choices there. So those are worth looking at. I hope this helped and that you're still enjoying these videos. If so, give me a thumbs up and subscribe down below. And if you feel like sharing it with your friends, please do so. That would be greatly appreciated. And as always, thank you so much for watching.